Ms. Perman, this is my father.
Hi, nice to meet you.
My pleasure.
This is my portfolio. I'm gonna tell you about how well I'm doing. I just had my student-led conference with my dad. We were talking about how good I'm doing, all my LTs I'm working on, my progress, and everything I'm doing good in my classes.
Are there any that you're really proud of?
I'm really proud of explaining what context clues are because it's really simple. And
It is very important to have these conferences, especially to learn and to see where our students stand as far as academic is concerned. And it also helps us get involved in the education of our kids.
This is my context clues quiz. See, these are the learning targets I can define vocabulary words. And
I'm Gabrielle, a science teacher. I'm also her crew leader. I really appreciate student-led conferences because it increases participation greatly. Our school has 100% participation in student-led conferences, which is great for every single student to be able to have a conversation with their parents or their family member and their teacher about their progress.
I can apply self-selected vocabulary words to my writing. See, I've done really good. I only missed one question for defining context clues, but either way, I'm really good at it. I'm a 7th grader, and I've done this student-led conferences like about 3 times, so I wasn't nervous. But when I was a 6th grader, it was pretty nerve-wracking because it's just me talking to my dad while the teacher looks at me. For each learning target, which I can organize an essay in paragraphs, and I can support a claim with specific evidence from the text.
We focused on her learning targets, her mastery of the learning targets, and the learning targets that she's focusing on for the rest of the trimester.
Just one learning target that I had to fix is I can evaluate algebraic expressions using substitution and order of operation. I mostly talked about math and science because math is my most rewarding class because I'm doing really well in it and I know everything about it. This is my Mathematics Exam 8 Unit 1 test about integers. As you can see, I'm doing really well in all these learning targets, except for I can solve integer word problems because I need to work on open response and for science, it's my most challenging class because it goes by really fast. It's really confusing sometimes. It's sometimes I have to ask questions, and we usually learn about one thing for 2 days and then we get on to a quiz. This learning target, I can describe when particular events in Earth's history occurred. I got a 4 out of 8, which is a 2, so I'm gonna work on that one.
What happened there?
I had to put them in order, but I got 2 wrong because I think I had to switch those.
Something very important that I've noticed in these conferences is that as far as her schooling and academics, I have noticed my daughter confidence, how it has changed and how much confidence she has built upon herself and everything she does.
This is my house goal setting where I explain what ways to be I'm good at, what ways to be I'm struggling in, and what way to be that. I think the student-led conferences boost the kids' confidence because it shows how the kids could actually talk to their parents about their work. I'm always going into class with urgency and getting ready. For open-minded, I give myself a 4 because I like to meet new people and share ideas and think outside the box. The goal I set at the end of the conference was to boost my learning on my challenging class, which is science, because I really want to do better on it. Yeah, I set my goal on being more prepared so that every time I do a quiz, I make sure I study before I do the quiz so I know more and I could get a really good.
My next step is to go back to my team, and you're asking teachers for help and even extra practice.
If I need it.
It's a time for me to communicate with the other 7th grade teachers about any concerns among any of our students, and we will have a meeting that is focused on reflecting and debriefing student-led conferences.
I think my conference went great. I was pretty confident. I was really, I felt really good about talking with my father about all the work I've been doing. Dear Father, thank you for coming to my SOC. I appreciate you taking time to come to my SOC.
I'm very confident when I have to come to one of those conferences because I know her potential. She can run her show. I know what she wants and how far she wants to go.
It's nice to see that you love me so much that you showed up. I hope you enjoy. I love you. Love, Gabriela Torres.
I just believe it's very important to have these conferences.
Can I get a piece?